Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Apollo Growth Podcast. I'm here with my brother Tamu. We're live from Soundscape Studios. You guys should come check it out. But how are you doing today, Tamu?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm great. So, Tamu and I were just having a conversation, and what popped up into my head was the phrase, just start. So by just start, I mean, whatever it is you want to achieve, whether it's an academic goal, a professional goal, a career move, you want to start a business, I want to speak about the initial phase, which is just beginning. So what comes to your mind when you hear just start?
I think courage. Having the courage to take that first step. You know, it can be very daunting. I think, especially when you're trying to take something that's like in your mind and make it real. Something that you can't really explain to anyone. So it's difficult to have that support. So you need to find a way to, I think, build courage.
Yeah.
Just, it could be like the oil to kind of get the engine going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I'd start.
Yeah, I agree with you. Courage, I feel like courage and faith go hand in hand. Like you have to, believe that it's gonna happen. And with that belief, you have to turn that belief into action. And I feel like that's where you need the courage.
Sure.
And for me, another thing that I think about a lot is, just using what you have around you. A lot of the times people make excuses for why they haven't done this or why they haven't achieved what they want to achieve. Us included, all of us do, right?
True.
But it's like, you have to use what you have around you. I feel like a lot of people have this misconception that people who are successful always, had those resources. They always had the resources to do what they wanted to do. No, a lot of those people, not all of them, but a lot of them actually came up maybe even in worse conditions than you, maybe with less resources than you,
Sure.
but they used what they had around them. And I feel like, for me personally in my life, that's what I want to start doing more, like actually, using what I do have and not looking at what I don't have.
Exactly. That's true. I think that's like also a very essential mindset, because we are what we think, literally, and as we think, like that's who we end up becoming. And I never really used to take that seriously. Like I think I used to hear it and read it, and that's in the Bible as well. I used to just read it, but never actually take it seriously until I actually started trying to like think about what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's difficult at first because you're trying to build something to you that's still just an idea.
Yeah.
But I think it then becomes doubly important to always look for the positive, or look for what you have, and to start focusing on what you don't have, like you're saying.
Exactly. And I think, going back to what you said, that comes with courage and faith. You get me? Like, the moment you believe it can happen, and you really and truly believe it can happen, you'll be obsessed with what you're doing, with your craft. You'll be obsessed with whatever it is you're trying to do. And your mind, will start coming up with different ways, telling you different ways how to achieve your goal. You get me? If you think that it can't happen, your mind will constantly tell you reasons why it can't happen.
True.
But if you believe it can happen, nothing's going to stop you. You get me? Your mind will constantly direct you, move you into places, give you ideas where you're like, okay, cool. Like I can see it now.
Facts.
Yeah, I can see how I can achieve it.
That's true. And to add on to what you're saying, I think we really like sleep on the potential of our minds. Obviously scientists tell us that we use a small percentage of our minds, but I mean, even now we can still do a lot with our brains. You know what I mean? Like we can do a lot, and we can literally create, I think, the reality that we want. And I know it's obviously when you're in a situation that it's like, oh man, like, and you can't really see the end of the tunnel. It's difficult to get that courage and that faith and that positivity. But to take that first step, it's crucial.
Yeah.
I think it's crucial.
Yeah, and I really like what you said. When you're like, we underestimate our mind, like the power of our mind. That's so true. We're like,
Right.
That's so true. All of us do. Like we underestimate. Like I think even earlier on today, like I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, like the mind is crazy. You can literally, you know, everything that we see right now,
Yeah.
someone thought of it.
Facts.
You get me?
Facts.
The couch was sitting on now, someone was like, bro, I got this thing on the floor. They probably had chairs before, but now, you know, they needed something. You
More
feel
comfortable,
me? Yeah.
yeah.
But that was just a thought. Literally,
That's true.
yeah, everything was just a thought. So we can't.
A productive, positive.
Exactly, positive
Forward,
energy, yeah,
yeah.
forward thinking
Yeah,
thoughts, yeah.
yeah.
The person who thought about a couch or a TV or whatever, they didn't think about why it wasn't possible, because if they told a lot of people, they probably would say, dude, how are you gonna...
Like, you're crazy.
Yeah,
How do you
but
say
it's
that?
like, you can't think about that, and I feel like all of us, me included, like, we need to, you know, develop, I think, a mindset where we're not going to look at our limitations or look at what's going to stop us from achieving our goals.
Yeah.
Instead, we're gonna try and get into that positive mindset. Try put yourself in the best position. You get me? Put yourself in the best position to win. Put yourself, and yeah, just in the best position to achieve what you want to achieve.
True.
Yeah.
And I agree, and it really does start within ourselves. And I know it can be difficult, but it's possible, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
And using the things definitely that we mentioned, I think, can play a role. Sorry, there was a thought I had. You had anything?
Yeah.
You wanted to add? There's a thought I had.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe I have anything you want to say.
Yeah, nah, I just want to leave you guys with a piece of our minds, I guess. A piece of our minds. But like, yeah, let's not make excuses. Let's achieve what we need to achieve. It's not going to be easy, but let's think of ways of how we're going to achieve them instead of making excuses as to why we can't achieve them. But
Sorry, I just remembered my thought.
perfect,
Okay.
perfect.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I was thinking when it was to add on to what you said about how everything, you know, that you see someone thought of it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember we had a conversation recently. I think we recorded it. I don't know if I'll look for it on the balcony, and we were saying we were talking about like something as big as like Saints in the City, for example. You know what I mean? Like it started with a conversation, but you can have that conversation with yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Like you can ask yourself what you want to do. Like, what can I actually like? What do I want? Like I'm actually sick and tired of not being happy with certain things, but I have the power to change my situation, and it doesn't have to involve anybody else.
Facts.
But me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
facts.
liberating, bro.
It is
That was my
liberating.
point.
Yeah. Now we needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. But
also
facts,
needed to
though.
hear
Yeah. Facts, bro.
Sure.
That's like, yeah, facts. But thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we out.
Peace.
That was hard. That was hard as fuck.